Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and what I have here is 180 LEDs worth of light. This is the biggest light fixture I can't even get it on the screen, I have ever had in my possession. This can be used for residential or commercial. I mean, you're gonna light up a space with this. I'm almost crying out loud. I'm like in disbelief. 180 individual LEDs. Look in there. So each one of these squares has 60 LEDs. 10, 20, 30. That's a lot of LEDs. Now, let me get to it. This company did reach out to me and said, Ryan, we have our HK 3000 solar powered floodlight. Can you do us a favor? Do an unboxing, put this thing together, see if it's easy or hard, and then light it up. And give us an overview, but in no way whatsoever will this be provided to me affect this review, because I am here just to keep it real, and hopefully my reaction alone has set this video up to be very, very helpful. So what all do you get? You get this massive fixture, which I'm going to share how it's installed here in the video. It has a massive solar panel on the back. It does come with a remote. It does. It also comes with the batteries to plug in to put in this thing. This thing hasn't even been charged straight out of the box. And when you put the I gotta hit the on button. When you hit the on button, I think I have a tan right now on this side of my face. That's how bright this thing is. There are 4 settings: 25, 50, 75. And 100. Yes, that is 100% with these things. I need sunglasses. That's how bright it is. Now, most people are not going to have this close to their face. It's going to be mounted up high somewhere that's going to get a lot of sun. I'm like tearing up. It's so bright. Where it's going to get a lot of sun, get a lot of juice, and get to charging. Some cool features on the remote is, another feature on this is this motion detector option. So when you click that, it cycles on. And so now what happens is when you have this thing out wherever you have it mounted, if nobody's around, it's operating about 30%, which is kind of like this. This is 25%. Again, this is extremely bright because it's right in your face. I'm going to show you here a nighttime shot. But it's going to operate a little bit brighter than this. And so the sun goes down, it's getting dark, it automatically cuts on. But then if something from a motion standpoint moves in front of it, it then will jump to 100% and illuminate whoever or whatever is in the path of the motion. So here's some technical specs on this fixture that might be important to you. The color, as you can see in the video here, ranks anywhere from 6,500 to 7,000 K, that's Kelvin. The lifespan of the lights in use is about 25,000 hours. The actual LED chip type is a 2835. The beam angle of the light is at 120 degrees. The max temperature that these can operate in is up to 50 degrees Celsius. Humidity can be upwards of 90%. Storage temperature can be as low as negative 40 degrees Celsius and as high as 60 degrees Celsius. It is the outside plastic area that holds it together is an ABS plastic, and as you can see in the video here, it is black. Now, what all else comes with this, you have some mounting bolts, and so you can mount this right here to something you can see. It's at an angle, so if you wanted to mount this, as you're going to see how I mount it here shortly, this is at an angle depending on how you want to mount this up into the sky. It does come with all the necessary hardware as far as bolting everything together. All your different mounts are here. It even comes with a little wrench here that lines up perfectly, so you technically don't need any tools. And it also comes with anchors if you wanted to bolt this into metal or even brick. These are I guess you could do these in wood, but these are on the like overkill type hardcore, very, very durable anchor bolts that, again, can be used in brick, masonry type stuff. I guess you could do middle and I guess it would work with wood, but that would be technically overkill, and you might as well just go ahead and screw it in with wood screws. Now the total length on this, after you put the whole thing together, is right at about 47 inches from your mounting plate all the way to the tip of the fixture, and it really only takes the 4 bolts to connect everything. It only takes the 4 bolts right here, and then everything is connected. So it's very, very, very simple to get it ready to go, and then all you got to do is find where you want to mount this, and it does come with a mounting clamp and bolts if you're trying to clamp to a pole, or if you want to screw into the pole, then you don't need that. Now, after I assembled it, I was like, I wonder how much this thing weighs, because you might want to know what you can mount it against and to see if it will handle that amount of weight. So this whole thing with the mounting pole is almost exactly 12 pounds. All right, this is a night shot of this. This is like, my wife said, it's like a light at a football stadium. It is crazy bright. So right now, this is in the motion detector mode. And you can see it has a slight illumination. If you can see my finger here, right down in this area, probably gives a light tint to about 100 feet. Now this is angled about at a 70-degree angle. It's not mounted straight down. I'll get a close up here in a sec, but I want to kind of show what happens. So I am at least 100 feet away, and it picked up my movement, and that is ridiculous. I mean, you can see these shadows on these trees. It is extremely bright. Just moving a little bit and you can capture it there. So that kind of gives you an idea of how long the motion detector light is on for. And just to give you, a full array of how much illumination, this is roughly, I would say, 150 feet all the way over there where the shadow is being cast. So, it is projecting some serious light. Very, very impressive. I'll give you more of a close-up here. Again, this is mounted at an angle just because of how I wanted it. You can see it's definitely at more of not a 45 degree, but more maybe like a 70-degree angle vertical. And just the throw of light is outrageous in a good way. So that's at 33%. You can see, again, this is on the motion detector mode. And if I go ahead and change it, so when you press the button to take it off motion detector, it will flash just to let you know what's going on. So to give you an idea of the different power modes, that's 25, that's 75, going back to 50, and then 100 is just, holy mackerel. I mean, that is quite impressive. I can't imagine having more than one of these, but if you had a sizable area that you wanted to illuminate, I mean, one would do it. That's all I gotta say. One would do it, and it also depends on how high up you go. This is really only mounted about 20 feet up in the air. So if you mounted it higher up and angled it straight down, you're gonna be able to capture almost. This is just like a street light. If you were driving down the street, it is as bright, maybe even brighter than street lights if you were driving down the street in your car. Hopefully it answers any questions you might have about this, what I would say, quite impressive LED solar powered light. Hope this finds you well. Talk to you soon.